Today, in another 2 hours from now, Pujya Swami Satchidanandaji will be completing 50 years of entry into the ashram in total and absolute dedication to our Param Pujya Papa and Mataji. It was just before twilight on 26th January 1949 that Pujya Swamiji, clad in a dhoti and a jubba and the inevitable scarf on his shoulder, around his neck, walked into the ashram gates. Papa and Mataji were then standing near the cement seat, watching the visitors' progress with interest. As Swamiji came up the steps of the Panchavati, a broad smile lit up Papa's and Mataji's faces, and they welcomed their newest child into their midst, a child who was going to take over the reins of administration when your Papa and Mataji betook themselves away from our midst in the physical sense of the term. As Swamiji came up, I am told Papa smilingly patted him on the back and told him, "So you have come." It was a dedication in the finest sense of the term. It was a dedication that left nothing to doubt, nothing to question. Swamiji turned his back on the world that he had till then called his own and gave himself up, heart, body and soul, to beloved Papa and Mataji in their service, no matter what that service would be. Swamiji once was telling us that one of the first jobs that Papa assigned him was to work in the office, in the accounts department, and then in the Udyog to straighten the accounts there. Thus, slowly and gradually, Swamiji's scope of activities increased. The first time Papa and Mataji went on a tour after a long time, that was in June 1949. At that time it was just 5 or 6 months since Swamiji had come to live here for good. Papa and Mataji decided that to leave the administration of the ashram in the hands of Swamiji, because everything would go right. And after 3 months when Papa came back, and soon after when Papa and Mataji again decided to go on a tour, they decided to take Swamiji with them. The rest is history. Swamiji was told by Papa to take sannyas, even though Mataji was not very much happy about it, because she felt that Swamiji could attain all that he ultimately did in the presence of Papa and serving him here. But Papa's will prevailed, as it always does. And Swamiji went to the Himalayas, to Rishikesh, where he had the company of other Swamis like Pujya Swami Satchidanandaji, Pujya Swami Vishnu Chaitanya, and other Swamis who had been ordained into sannyas by Pujya Swami Shivanand Maharaj. 8 months later, Lord Papa chose to call Swamiji back into service, back into our world, back into our midst. Since then, Swamiji has been with us, and we gratefully and most humbly acknowledge to beloved Papa and Mataji this unique gift that they have given to us to honor, to cherish, and to look after. So, on this day of days, on this thrice blessed day, let us observe this day as a day of thanksgiving to Papa and Mataji for giving us a Satchidananda who promises to take us along the path chalked out by our Papa and Mataji unto the highest goal, eternal happiness. We are thankful to you, Papa. We are thankful to you, Mata. And in the same humble tone, I would say, we are grateful to you, Pujya Swami. Om Sri Ram.
Was very anxious that I should talk a few words to you all about Pujya Mataji. Though I was not ready, and I usually do not talk much. I was not prepared for it. However, as Swamiji is anxious, I am sure he will talk through me. I first met Param Pujya Mataji when I came to the ashram in 1947 for Bhagavad Papa's darshan. I had just had that darshan and didn't talk to her much. But when I came for good in 1949, January, I became so close with Pujya Mataji that I became a part of the ashram very soon. It was all Mataji's grace. She accepted me as a child immediately, and I felt that I had come to my real home and met my real mother. I didn't have the good fortune of staying or enjoying the company of the mother who gave birth to this body, as she passed away when I was only 5 or 6. Afterwards, some others took care of me, but real mother I found only after coming to the ashram. Till I came to the ashram, I never thought I was at home anywhere. This aspect I had mentioned many times to our friends. With Mataji, I was moving so closely that I was either with Papa during the day, I was either with Papa or Mataji, from the early morning to late at night. I was going out with her. I was in the kitchen, not cooking, of course. We were eating together, we were walking together, we were supervising various activities in the ashram together. I was like a shadow to Mataji. When I requested Prabhupada to permit me to go to solitude, Papa readily agreed. But Mataji did not like that idea. She quietly called me and asked me what was the necessity to go to Rishikesh or any other place when I was given by Prabhupada, by his grace, the chance to serve him. Nothing is better than serving the Guru. Guru service, Guru Seva gives you everything that you need in your spiritual progress. You are thinking of going to the Himalayas and spending your time in meditation. He is not going to help you as much as the Guru Seva you can do here. So don't go. But I was not prepared to hear. I was adamant. As I felt that whatever work I was doing was not done with a right spirit. And I knew that unless it was done in the right spirit, the benefit was not there. So I wanted to maintain the attitude of dedication, of perfect surrender when I was doing any act, which I thought I could get only after preparation of meditating for a long time in solitude. I was wrong. Mataji's idea was different, and I finally found that she was correct. Especially, I was temperamentally suited more for activities than for silent meditation. She knew it better. She feels that, not only in my case, but in everybody's case, as Lord Krishna has mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, even after attainment, those who have reached the goal may like to sit silently, communing with the Spirit or communing with Paramatma, forgetting what is happening in the world. That is one way, and the other way is, having attained the supreme goal, abiding in that spirit, one must be active in the world. That is what our Papa and Mataji were doing. And Mataji was for that, and Mataji would advise only that for everybody. She never even liked anybody to take to the order of sannyas. She said it is not necessary. You go on doing your normal duties, but with the intense aspiration to realize the truth, by remembering God constantly, by dedicating all your activities to God, you will be able to attain the goal soon. But especially in my case, as I was given the opportunity to serve the Guru, she thought this was the best chance and I should not miss it. Ignoring her advice, I did go and spend some time in the Himalayas. But finally her will prevailed. I was called back after 8 months to join Papa in one of their local tours. And Papa wrote such a letter that anybody who read that letter would feel the humility in Papa. Papa could have asked me or commanded me, we are going on tour, come down and join us. Instead, he said, Mataji and Ramdas are going on tour from such and such a date, visiting such and such places. We will be away for 3 or 4 months. This time, we are not taking anybody with us except you, if you are willing to come. And such a letter went deep into my heart, and immediately I sent a telegram saying that I was going to join them at Bangalore, and I did do that. Another thing that happened was, perhaps Papa and Mataji might have been discussing very seriously about calling me. Papa would have argued that it was not advisable to call me because I went there for silent meditation. Mataji would have argued that it is better that he comes down and does seva for you. That way some argument must have been going on. And that night, while I was in Rishikesh, I spent that night sleeplessly. I was in the room alone, and I could feel Papa's and Mataji's presence so close to me. The invisible presence was felt, and I could not sleep at all. And I was wondering what was happening. It was only when their letter came after 4 or 5 days, I could connect up that it was at that night that they were discussing about my need to join them. So merciful was Papa and Mataji. So Mataji's will prevailed, and I came back. Even after coming back, I was not ready to continue working here, as I was still feeling that though I wanted to serve Papa and Mataji, I should do it in the right spirit. And I had not got the right spirit. Again, Mataji almost scolded me that I should not think of going. I should do service to Papa. And she brought about the circumstances in such a way that my going was practically impossible. It happened like this. I was anxious that somebody should be there to help Papa in correspondence and other matters. And I had requested Papa to be on the lookout for a good person who would be prepared to do service in the ashram and who would be fit enough to take up Papa's correspondences, etc. And we did find a man. He came here soon after we returned from the tour. Papa tried him for a week and told me, this young man is perfectly all right, he can carry on. Now you can safely go, you need not be anxious. And I prepared myself with this, packing my extra clothes in a small bag. I was to go on a particular morning. The previous evening, a telegram came addressed to that young man, saying that his mother was seriously ill and he was to return home. And by the train I was to leave, he left. And after he left, I had again, with my small bag in hand, I had a talk with Papa and Mataji right in front of the kitchen behind as to what I should do. Papa said, you go, don't worry about anything. Mataji did not say anything. I asked Mataji, what should I do? He didn't answer. Mataji, please tell me definitely what I should do. Will you do what we ask you to do? He said, we ask you to marry tomorrow, will you do? That was the last straw. I didn't talk anything after that. I placed it back there. I said, Papa, let us go to the office and start correspondence. That is how she brought about a very important and crucial turning point in my life. And by her blessings, I did not find it very difficult afterwards to carry on with the activities as I wanted to. That is how Mataji became a very, very important, guide in my spiritual life. And her close association for so many years, especially after Rupa's Samadhi, when I had to attend to her health problem, correspondence and ashram administration, so many things together. They had to move with each other so closely that sometimes she had to scold me also. I used to be a little naughty sometimes. I used to ask her some questions which she thought was impertinent. She would scold me. I would take it coolly. And that she molded my life and prepared me to take up more and more responsibilities and carry on feeling that everything is done by Baba himself. That is the greatest advantage, that the greatest gift he has given. So, anybody who has come in contact with Mataji cannot forget her. She is the most unforgettable character for everyone who has come in contact with her. Even after 10 years of our Mahasamadhi, there are moments, we can say that no moment we feel the absence of her presence here. She is very much present here, and I even sometimes come here feeling that she is sitting in that room, expecting to meet her here. That feeling even comes. So she is very much here, and she is very much watching over us, guiding us. But knowing this, what we have to do is to do what she would have liked us to do. She would have liked us to aspire only for God relations, to leave all the mundane matters in the hands of God, to do as He wills, but aspire and to do everything only for God relations. We may think of Mataji, we may appreciate all her acts, we may say she is very charitable, she is very loving, her Guru Seva is exemplary and all that. But are we trying to emulate those things that she was doing? We are not. We are only, as she used to say very often, you all come here to give such certificates. That Mataji is so great and so on and so forth. That is not sufficient. We must understand what she was doing and try to do exactly what she was doing, with what attitude she was doing things. Not that we should imitate her. We must become all Mataji herself. That is, we must be so pure, we must be so loving, we must be so, serviceable to others. We must do everything as she was doing. She used to say simple things to, especially mothers who are coming to her. Do not exchange your old clothes, old saris, old pants and coats for vessels, which mothers used to do in their houses. The hawkers used to come and they would bring vessels, give them in exchange for old clothes. Mataji hated that idea very much. Say, why do you want to make money like that? You old clothes, you gave it to poor people who have nothing to wear. At least gain some punya on that account. And to men she would say, don't hoard money. Hoarding is no good. You are not going to enjoy it. You keep as much as you need for your expenses. If you are a retired man, keep as much money in your bank, the interest of which will be sufficient for your expenses. Even keep double that amount and give away in charity whatever remains after that. People are not prepared for that. They want to depend more on their money than on God. That Mataji did not like at all. In spite of all the advisors all her life, she did not find people changing at all. So we must do things that would have pleased her, that would please her. Even now, as she is watching over us, she will be pleased if we act as she expects us to act. Let us remember her constantly and try to be real Matajis by real Matajis. In what way? By loving others, by giving away everything without possessing anything for her, without holding on anything for her, and doing Guru Seva. Her Guru Seva was not for the personality of beloved Papa. Her Guru was the whole universe. So her, by serving anything, anybody, she was serving the Guru. That was her attitude in service. That was her out. That was what she felt by, what she meant by the word Guru. Guru is God Himself. As God is everything and beyond everything, everything means the whole universe is God's form. That is Guru's form. Serving anybody is serving the Guru. That was why, how she was serving Papa. She expected us also to widen our vision, to love everybody and to love and serve everybody. Let us all try to do as she was doing and try to do that would please her and make her bless us to go fast on the path and reach the supreme goal. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram.
Swamiji, what is meant by God realization? God realization.
God realization. What is God realization?
Because I am in LKG stage to understand.
God realization can be put in different words. Self-realization is also God realization. First of all, we are all feeling that we are only this body. Though this expression is very often used, we really don't mean it. We don't consider something separate from the body, mind and intellect. Now why is it so? Then what are we? We don't even care to think what makes this body active, what makes this intelligent work. We don't even care. We take it for granted that all these are going on by themselves. That is because we are obsessed by the ignorance that we are only this and nothing more than that. We are only the body, mind, intellect and nothing more than that. We do not even care or know what we really are. We have forgotten our true being and existence. Again the question makes, why should we forget our true being and existence? That is because of ignorance. Somehow, ignorance has caught hold of us and has made us forget our true being. Really, our true being is pure spirit, pure Atma, the all-pervading, all-powerful reality. Forgetting our true being, we identify ourselves with this body, which is perishable. And when this body has some illness, we say we are sick. And if this body dies, somebody will say this so-and-so is dead. So all referring to the body only, nothing referring to our true being, nothing referring to our real self. Now, the realization of our true being, that is our true self, by removing the ignorance that is standing in the way of such realization, is called self-realization or God realization. Now, how can we remove the ignorance? All those in the world are obsessed by this ignorance, except a select few who have realized the truth. They have no idea of a higher life. They think that this is all the world. They have to struggle hard to exist, to make their living, and some disease comes, they weep over it, some enjoyments come, they laugh over it, and thus the game goes on. They cannot think of anything higher. But a stage comes when they are not happy, then they are told that there is something higher. Then the struggle for him begins to get that something higher, more than what the world can give him. He struggles hard. He tries to find out persons who can guide him. He goes and asks many people, how can I get something higher than this? They say, what do you talk about? So rot. There is nothing higher than this. You enjoy this, you enjoy that, and be happy. That's all they will say. But ultimately he will find some wise person, a man of wisdom, who can say that this is not all. You have forgotten your true self. That is why you are suffering. If you are able to know your real self, experience your real self, you will be filled with peace and bliss, because that is the nature of your true self. And then he gets guidance as to how to contact that real self and remove that ignorance. He is told to practice sadhanas on the path of devotion, the path of jnana, on the path of karma, or on the path of yoga. He practices devotion as directed by the Guru. The wise man is considered as Guru by him afterwards. So this practice, if intensely done, will draw him away from all the worldly attachments, free him from all the worldly desires, worldly ambitions, and so on, and gradually making him pure in mind gives him the experience of his true self, that is self-realization. That experience comes only when the mind is perfectly pure, without any thoughts. All these thoughts and desires will always pull us down. Those desires must be completely wiped out. All our vasanas, the effects of our previous actions and desires, must be completely washed off by our spiritual practices. Then only we are eligible to get that experience of our real self. Before we get that experience, we are told to sit in meditation, think of that self, take our mind away from all worldly thoughts and forms. The mind is made still. Then suddenly a day comes when you forget your body, forget the outside world, and merge yourself in that all-pervading existence, which is peace and bliss absolute. That is the only existence. There you lose the sense of I and mine. You cannot say that I have got that experience, because there is no I there, only one existence. It is just like a drop of water merges in the ocean. It loses its individuality. It becomes ocean itself. After it has fallen in the ocean, it cannot say, I am one with the ocean. There is no I anymore there. The ocean alone is there. That is our experience. And when we come back to body consciousness, and if anybody asks who you are, we will be able to say, I am the all-pervading existence, all-pervading Atma, all-pervading Spirit. And my body is the universe. Whole body is my universe. All these names and forms are myself. That's a very blissful experience. That is God realization.
How to practice, sir?
How to practice? How to, so many ways are there. What Papa has given us, Ramna, go on chanting Ramna. At the same time, try to take your mind away from all your worldly desires, worldly thoughts, worldly ambitions, and desires for enjoyment of the senses. Then only you can keep your mind centered on God. Then only your aspiration to realize God will increase more and more, and a stage will come when you feel you have nothing to do with the world. You want only God. I want nothing but God. I want only God. In that stage you have to work for some time, doing intense sadhana. Sadhana is only remembrance of God, by whatever method you may employ. Papa's way is chanting Ramnam. Chanting Ramnam and try to see everybody in the world, everything in the world as manifestation of God. And also feel that whatever happens in the world happens by the will of God. These three things will keep you always in tune with God. Suppose you are in your puja room chanting Ramnam for some time. Then your mind is with God. Mind is concentrating on God. Now when you come out of the puja room, you must not lose that touch with God. When you open your eyes and come out of your room, you see so many things, diverse things, all which are distractions to the mind that was concentrating on God. But now the practice must be to feel or to see all these forms as manifestations of God. By that way, you will not lose connection with God. So suppose you come out of the room and see a man standing there. Must be able to say, oh, this is also a manifestation of God. God has come in this form. You see a tree, oh, can say this is also a form of God. Like that, you must be able to look at everything as forms of God. And also, so many things are happening in the world. Just before you see something happening. You must not be troubled by that. You must not be disturbed by that. You must be able to feel that whatever happens, happens by the will of God only. You do not blame any person, or you do not blame or praise any person for the bad or good done by him or her, because you will not be able to accept that everybody does things prompted by God's will, God's power. Individuals are not responsible for what they are doing. It is only God who is working through them. So these three things, constant chanting of God's name and remembering Him, looking upon everybody and everything as a manifestation of God, and accepting that God's power is absolute, and therefore whatever happens in the world happens by His will alone, will keep us in communion with Him always, and we will be almost nearing our preparation to get the final experience of God within our heart. That is the sadhana. That is the way to practice it.